Hey, are we live now? Okay, so welcome everyone. My name is Sagar, and we are back here with another live stream. And I hope my audio and video quality is super clear to you. Let me quickly know in the live chat section if you are here. Hello. Just drop a comment in the live stream if you are there and if you can hear me clearly. And there you can see my 64-inch Android TV. High impact. Okay, so there is my LED you can see. So this is Android TV, and there is one Android application that I was using. So if you are already Android developer and if you are following official people who are creating Android libraries, so you might know this application. So this is Android Jetcaster, and this is one of the official Android samples. So it is now also available for Android TV. Recently they announced it on LinkedIn, and after that only I got the idea to let's just do a live stream about it. Okay, my audio is clear. Just let me know in the comment, guys. Okay, thank you, Albatya Galbatya. That's a unique name. Okay, there you can see. So Android TV, I just tried a little bit checking out before doing the live stream, and I found it is not very much different than our native compose. So if you are already familiar with Jetpack Compose in Android, so you will be comfortable with Android TV also. So if you see a posting on Android TV, just apply it straight away. You will do it if even if you haven't done any project on it, you will easily do it. And let me show that project here. So this is Android Jetcaster app, and if you want to get it, you can either just write something in your browser. So Android code samples. The app name is Jetcaster. Okay, it is not here. What should we write? Let's just write the name Jetcaster. It should be here. It is not on Play Store, but it should be here. Yeah, there you can see this is the first link for our application. And this is the GitHub repository. So one thing you can do is you can directly go to this GitHub repository, copy the URL, but then you will have this whole repository. It contains, I think, around 5 to 8 applications that are Android code samples, but I will tell you an interesting way. So if you are already working with Android from a long time, then you might know this step, but let me tell you anyway. Go to file, new project, not from here, new not where was it? Okay, I am the noob one here, I think. Okay, I'll tell you honestly how I did it. I'll close this, close all projects, then it will open this pop-up. Yeah, that's it. And from here I saw this Android samples, important Android sample, and there you will see the whole list of all the code samples. So there you can search for Jetcaster. Where is it? There you can see Jetcaster sample, and there it is present for mobile, TV, and Wear OS. So let me know in the comment if you want a video for Wear OS also, because it is I saw some job posting for that also. So you can just click on it and next, and then import it. I already did it, so that's why I'm seeing here one as a suffix. So I will cancel it. I'll open this project. And one thing you have to notice that is different from our Jetpack Compose is the items that are present in TV are not clickable. So I am clicking on this news tab, I am clicking on anything, so nothing is working. So you have to use your keyboard, because most users will not have a touchscreen LED or a touchscreen TV. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Impact, for mentioning these steps. So you have to use your keyboards, and there you can see they are making an API call using OKSTTP3. And you can also check out their code base. So inside this TV, you can see this is our main activity, so it is nothing different than our normal activity, normal mobile application. But the only difference that I have to mention here is you have to go to your manifest file, and there you can see we have to add these two use feature tags. And here you also have to add this category tag, so that your manifest will know from where you have to open this application. So that is the lean back launcher. That means it will support our tvOS or our Android OS. Okay, so if I'm you can also try this thing with your Android app. So just create a simple Android app from this new mobile. Just select phone and tablet and just select an empty activity and go there and add these tags, category, these two tags. Okay, let us just do it. Let me open one of my Android app, this demo, new window. Okay, what we will do is we will copy this thing, category, and we'll paste it here. And then we have to also paste these two things, lean back and touch screen, and we'll paste them here. And we also need one more thing, a banner. So a banner image will be also there if we are creating it for a tvOS. And now this demo application will work for our TV also. So let me select television, then run. So let me show you the UI. So here in this demo application, there you can see I am using this new way of navigating in Jetpack Compose navigation. And there you can see I am not passing any hard coded values. I am passing a custom class here. So this is I think still in beta version. Compose navigation. Okay, it has an update. Yeah, it is still in beta 03. So a beta navigation library, and we can use it in our Android TV. There you can see, but these items are clickable, and you can also use your keyboard to click them. So this is my mouse. I am not clicking on it, but I hope you can see my mouse. Let me see. Yeah, so I am not clicking on it, but I will press with my keyboard, enter. Okay, uh, enter. Now there you can see it is navigating with my keyboard presses, because that is how you will do it in your remote TV remote, right? And it will be also clickable because we can also use the mouse. But that should not be the expected behavior in your Android TV. You should not create any clickable objects, but you should have something called as a focus requester, so that you can have these boundaries that will show you the selected object, right? So that's how it should work in your tvOS. Okay, okay, Varun, it is you. That's great. You are here. Okay, so yeah, you just know now how you can migrate your normal application to a TV application also. And you can also install a TV emulator using this. Just go to your device manager, add, and there you can select your Wear OS, desktop, TV, or anything. Automotive also. That means for car. So let me know if you want to see a tutorial for that also. Okay, so let's close this demo, and let's open a TV demo application, and now we'll work with this application. Okay, let's move the Jetcaster to another window. Okay, so let's start with creating a basic navigation. Okay, we will create a app nav host. I don't have any big idea on which API to use for this. So if you have any good suggestion for any simple APIs you want me to use here, just let me know. I'll use that API. So nav host. So for this nav host, you also need the library. I hope you know that. in this build.gradle, you have to add this navigation compose. So if you are doing this thing along with me, so make sure to add this library first, or if you are just sitting back and watching the live stream, then just enjoy and see how the things work. So let me add a nav controller here. Remember nav controller. And we also have to pass a start destination. So there are multiple things, multiple ways how you can do it. Either you can create your class. So I think that is the perfect way you should be doing it. Let me show in the Jetcaster. Okay, I think the live is stopped. Am I having a bad internet connection? Just let me know, chat, if you can see me or not, because here it is showing me I am not visible. Okay, let me reconnect. Okay, cool. So Tarun again. So let's continue. Mm, Okay, I have to show how you should be defining your navigation destinations. So uh, yeah, here. So there is a sealed interface they are defining, that is named screen, and they are defining a route that we have to implement in all our screen destinations. So why interface? Because we don't want an actual implementation of just screen class if we are defining it. And why it is sealed here? Because we only need to define limited number of classes that should be present inside of this scope. I hope you know both of these keywords. So let's use this, and let's create another class for it. New Kotlin class. Let's name it screen. And if you are creating your open source application, or if you are working for any firm, then if you are following these best patterns, then it will be easier for them to judge your performance. And I think it matters a lot. So let me name it screen, well, route, string. And now let's create okay, we will create three screens. So first will be our data object. No, it should not be data object. Right now we don't want any parameters. So first one is home screen. Yes, we want this, and we have to get this route. Let's call it this. Detail, and then profile. That is it. So let's define the things here. So our start destination will be screen dot home dot root, and let's define our composables now. Screen dot home dot root. I hope you can see the screen very clearly, or if you want me to increase the font size, then let me know. So I will add here home screen. I'll paste this thing. That is it. Okay, cool. And let me also add some text here. So these are normal text from our compose material 3 library. Just you have to use tv as what we can say root for your directory. So these things will be by default present if you are using this compose bom. Where is it? Where is it? Is this the one? Yeah, there it is. So if you are using it, so by default it will take these here. And let me copy this. That's it. Okay. So how we will navigate from one screen to another? So there should be also a way, and how they are doing it. So it is recommended to use only a drawer, what we can say a navigation drawer. So we will be also using that expandable navigation drawer. Okay. So let's create a common component for that. Okay, we'll do it here only. Composable app navigation drawer. And in that okay, how we'll do it is in every screen this drawer will be visible. So this is our whole one screen, and inside this we have drawer, and inside our drawer we have content. So how we will do it is we will have the navigation drawer as our parent, and inside them we will put our all the screens. Okay. So we'll need a content here. Content. Yeah, suggestion was right. Like this, and we will do it this way: app navigation drawer, and we'll put this thing here. Cool. So let's copy this thing like this, and now let's create a drawer. So okay, let me do one thing for just saving the time. Let me copy some things from this jetcaster. Okay, let me show you also. So they are having this jetcaster app state. We don't need that, but uh, this is a common pattern that you can use in your applications. So let me also explain what they are doing what they are doing here. So they are having a current route as a flow. You don't need that. uh, in simple applications you don't need that, but in complex applications where you have multiple routes, where you have to navigate in multiple screens, so there you can use this pattern to create a custom app state, and that object you can pass to multiple screens. Okay. And they are having these navigation methods only, so we don't need that thing. What we need is this navigation drawer. Yeah, let me copy this thing. And this is also from our tv library. There you can see Android X tv material 3. Okay. So here first of all we have to add our drawer content, and our content will be dynamic like this. And in our drawer content we need a column, and our column will have three components that will be these three routes. Okay. There is also one more thing you can do. You can also define this as a enum class. So if you're defining as a enum, then you might not be able to pass multiple things. For example, if you have to pass an icon for all your routes, then I can define here icon as painter, and then all of them have to implement this. So this is I will say no, I think yeah, this is not a drawback. We can also do that thing in our enum pattern. Yeah, if you are defining it as a enum class, then also you can do it enum class screen enum. Then you can define here name as string and icon as painter. Yes. Okay, well will be not here, sorry for that. Yeah, so these things also you can do, like if I'm defining it here home, like this. So this thing is also possible. That is up to you how you are doing it. I think this there is no drawback in using interface pattern or enum pattern. I'll tell you honestly, I have not used these sealed interface pattern extensively, but I have seen both of these pattern in my work, where whatever I have done. So both of these patterns are equally beneficial. Okay, so we have to define here a navigation drawer item. Sir, as you said, okay, Varun is asking, sir, as you said that we would avoid using touch screen input. So when we will be using the button component, those take input from touch. So how we will that we fix in TV? Okay, so touch item in the sense that we cannot click on any item, but we can hover over it. Not hover. We can uh, we can use our keyboard keys to select. If you can see in this TV, so let me see, let me show you. So there you can see I am now pressing on my keyboard, press. So these items are now selected, and if I am hovering over any podcast item and I am pressing enter, so on click will be triggered that time. So clickable items will be there and on click will be there, but we cannot actually click with our mouse. I hope you got it. Or we cannot click with our finger input. We can only use our keyboard or we can use our TV remote to press enter. So these things will be applicable there, not the default way of doing it, how we are doing it in mobile or tab. Or I think automotive and VROS will be also working with the same way how Android is working. I have to find out. I never tried this thing with VROS and automotive, but hopefully I will do it for the sake of content. Okay, so here we have to define our items. So in our navigation drawer, what we will be showing? An icon we will be showing, and for when it is closed, okay, let me show you. So there you can see on the left side, if the drawer is closed we can see the icons, but if the drawer is expanded we can also see the text. So this is what we will do. So when the item will be selected, if the current root, okay, let me define the current root, so that will get from nav controller, yeah. And we will pass this nav controller here. It is not a good practice to pass the nav controller, so we'll directly pass the current root. Okay, that is a better way, because why we should not pass nav controller and any uh, UI dependent components, because then it will be difficult for us to mock those objects while we are testing. So that is one drawback, and we will define it here. Well, current nav controller. Okay, yeah, this one. It is a nullable string, so let us make it not nullable. Okay, let's pass it here. Current root. That is it. So when our this item will be selected, okay, let me add a text in this item. So this is home. When this item will be selected, when current root is equal to home.root. And what are the other parameters? On click is there, leading content is there. Okay, so on click what we have to do is we have to navigate to screen.home.root. So yeah, we have to do this, but we are not passing the nav controller, so we will just use this navigate and we'll pass our route. And yeah, this is the that is why they are using this thing. That is why they are passing this jetcaster app state, because their root is also present inside of this one single object, and their navigation methods are also present inside this one single object. And if we are defining all the objects here, like the root, the navigation, or if we are having some data also, then we will be also defining it here only. So the number of parameters will be large. And if you are using this pattern, then number of parameters will be very limited, and this is the one benefit of it. So we will use the navigate function. Yeah. And another thing is also there, that is this leading content. Let me just copy this thing. That is it. So this is home, so we'll use the home icon, and let's copy 3 times. Second one will be profile, we'll call it person, and on click we also have to navigate to profile. Third one will be detail, navigate to detail, and icon will be this. So this is our whole wrapper as a navigation drawer. So this is one screen, it will have a navigation drawer at the left and the main content at the right. And this is another screen. If we pressing on enter, we will navigate to another screen, and this screen will have a drawer at the left and main content at the right. So I hope you understand this. Hi Kumbaj. Yeah, after a long time I am back here with a new machine that can support running multiple emulators. So I am running 2 3 devices right now, and yeah, Windows are also powerful. Okay, Varun is asking, so they are putting all nav screen route and all callbacks for nav managed in single object. Yes, you are absolutely right. This is a common pattern that you can also follow. I have done this thing in one of my company's projects. Sometimes it can be much difficult, because then you have to also remember this thing. And let me show you how they are doing it, because they are only having one parameter, so it is easier for them to remember this. Where is it? There you can see Jetcaster app. And how they are doing it, they are creating a custom function, remember Jetcaster app state. And they are just remembering a nav controller, nav host controller, or nav controller. So they are just remembering this thing, and just use a remember function. That's it. They don't have to do any calculation to remember their custom Jetcaster app state object. So that's why it is a simpler way in their application, and it is also clean. So let's get back to our application. Current route, and we also have to pass nav controller, navigate. So there you can see I am using this delegate. So I just love this pattern, it looks very clean. Let me copy. And there is also one best practice you can follow. If you are having more than 2 parameters, then always use named parameters. So here I am having 2 parameters. One is current route, and the second is a callback. If I am having more, then I have to define the name as this. Always use named parameters if you are having more than 2 parameters. Okay. So let me copy this, paste it here. That's it. So now we are having 3 screens, all of them with a drawer at the left. Okay, let me remove for one. For profile, let's remove it. So for profile, how we will navigate? We have to always press a back button, or we can create a custom button here that we will press with our remote input. Let's create a column, and let me put a button here. So on click, There we should also not pass a nav controller. Let's not pass it, and let's get a callback here. Nav controller dot navigate up. Pop back stack is different from navigate up, and I prefer to choose navigate up. So here we will add a callback on back. Let's add a text here that will say go back. Okay, great. Let's test this application. Okay, everything looks clean. Let's give it a try. In my television, in my 64-inch Android TV, let's test it out. Let me increase the size again. Yeah, looks cool now. Okay, so 3 people are watching. Thank you for being here, and our application is running now. So you can see right now there is one difference we can feel here is none of the side items are selected. So that is one thing we have to improve. And there you can see we cannot click on any item, but what we can do is we can click on our keyboard, up, press, this is profile, and you can see now I'm using keyboard only, I'm pressing go back and it is working fine. But there is one a second problem I found. When I'm going to my this drawer, it is always selecting this detail. Okay, I think I have done something wrong maybe. On the second one I'm going to profile. Let me check. Second one is the profile, right? In my drawer, where is my drawer? Inside of it. Hello Rohit, अभी end नहीं करेंगे. We'll complete this project. At least we'll try to make basics out of it so that you will have confidence in creating a Android TV application. So that will be a drawer value equal to drawer value dot closed. So that means when our drawer item is closed, so that time we will check this should be selected. All the items should be selected when it is closed. You don't have to put it here because we are not showing the profile drawer item when it is not when the profile screen is selected. But for consistency we'll add it here is okay. Now I'm visible, right? Chat, let's start. So if the screen is home, then we'll return this home requester. If the screen is detail, then we will return this detail requester. And why is that? Because we need to focus on one object, and that will be here, home and detail. Let me add it in the modifier. Focus requester, it is detail requester here, and here it is home requester. So this thing will be by default selected, so this will be solving our second issue also. So if if in this column the focus is on my home root, if the current root is home, then the home focus requester will gain the focus, and the home focus requester is this drawer item. I hope you got the idea here. If the root is detail root, then this item will get the focus, and that should be solving our issue. If you want, then you can also define the third requester here, that is profile. But Okay, let me define it here anyway. And then here screen dot profile dot root, then it will be profile. Just copy this thing out. That's it. So it should be solving both of our issues. Okay, app crashed. Cool, 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 cool. Finally, our first error. What is this? No, 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 no. Please check whether the focus requester is focus requester or cancel or default before invoking any function in the focus requester. Okay, so that says our focus requester should not be cancel or should not be default before requesting any focus. So what does that mean? That means we are doing something wrong here. Home, detail, and profile. Okay, this thing is fine. Let's check here. So this is their focus requester. This is second focus requester, and we are doing the exact same thing. Okay, let's deep dive into what is the issue. Remember the focus requester. We are doing that already. Did you forget to add a modifier dot focus requester? No, we are not forgetting. Okay, I think for profile it should not be here, because for profile this thing is not selected. This is not even present. This drawer is not present when the profile is selected, so that's why it is showing the error. Let's try this out. I think this is the error. No, it is not. Let's check. Illegal state exception. Function on the, so we should not be calling the function on the focus requester. This is what they are asking. Okay, let me check. It could be the issue. Okay, for home we are calling the home requester. For detail we are calling the detail requester. So what is the issue here? Let's call it home instead of default. Let's give it a try. But they are calling the default here. So that should not be issue for us. It is working now. It is not crashing anymore. And navigation is also working. No, our issues are not solved, but let's see what could be the issue. Remember focus requester. Okay, this thing is correct. This thing is correct. For home, for detail. Okay, this thing is also correct. And is closed and selected profile. Okay, this thing is fine. And then current route is home. This thing is also fine. Here we are defining a home requester. Hmm. So if you can observe any issues here, then let me know. Okay, so maybe I am having some internet issues. Let me check. Hmm. I think the problem is with the current route. It is not getting called every time. We are only calling the screens, so this thing is changed and route is not getting changed. So let's do one thing. Let's define the nav controller here just for the testing purpose. Let's remove this. So every time our drawer is called, so we will get the updated current route, and then we will have this. That is it. Yes. Nav controller dot navigate. Nav controller dot navigate. And if this thing is working, then it was the problem with our recomposition. Okay, this thing is working now. If you can see the left side drawer, first of all the item is selected, and that is because of the logic. If one will be the item selected if it is closed and if the current route is profile, then the profile item will be selected. But our current route is right now home, so if the drawer is closed and our current route is home, then it is selected home here. Yeah, cool. And if we are selecting detail, then you can see detail item is selected here, detail icon is selected, so that makes sense. And if we are going to profile, then we can navigate back. Then our previous destination was detail, so this issue is fixed now. Yeah, finally I'm not the cool one here, so the problem is solved. That's cool. And that was the issue with recomposition, because was not always showing the recomposition here, not performing the recomposition. If we are defining the current route here, so once it is defined, it will not recompose again, and that's why we were not getting the updated route. So what you can do is, instead of passing the nav controller here, you can create the custom app state. So that will help you do that. That will help you get the current route as flow. So how they are doing it uh, in the Jetcaster. Let me show. So their Jetcaster app state. So you can do this thing. You can get your current route as flow, because there is already an existing current backstack entry flow available. Flow of backstack entry. You just have to map it. It is a straightforward thing. Okay, cool. So these things are now available, and I think now what you can do is in my home screen, instead of this, you can get the home view model, view model. Let's create a class here. There you can call any. Okay, see you soon. Thank you for joining, Varun. You can go. Thank you for joining. Okay, so the stream is also about to end. It's already 1 hour in this stream, and okay, I also have to find a library. Let's look into some library. Not library, Open API. Sorry, public APIs. We need a very simple API that we will use here, and I also have one extension for it. So let me show you extension. This is the one. So you can see this quick dev. If you already have an API, what you can do is just IP stack fixer. Let me just get a simple API without any authentication. So I think this one is easy. Hmm. Yeah, we can use rapid APIs. So here you will have a bunch of free online available APIs for your developer testing, and we will use them. We can use them, and you can. What you can do is you can just copy the JSON object like it is mentioned here. When it is loading completely, then I will show that. And after after copying it, just go to this, just paste the JSON here. Suppose I am defining it like this. Okay, yeah, I am not pretty good at writing JSON hard coded values. That's it. It will be defining view model, repository, use case, and API interface. And you can define the name here. So the name should be sample API. The name for this class. So sample data generate, and there you can see it generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes. Sample data, that is our data class. Sample data API, so it is using by default retrofit. It is just for showing some samples. Do sample data, and you can add your endpoint here. Then we have our repository. It is using the interface segregation pattern. We are having our repository implementation where we are calling the sample data dot get, and it is also adding these comments here, but they are not pretty useful. And then we have our use case. Cool. And in your view model, you have to import your use case, and then just call this function. And we are also having a view model factory, so that's cool, but in compose we don't need that. So yeah, you can use this extension here. The name for this extension is where is it, quick dev. And yeah, LinkedIn is the one platform where I found these cool things. So make sure you use them for saving your time. And I think that is it for today. It is already time for today. And thing, because these things are the simpler things that I already explained in the video, and other things are pretty exact same as our mobile application. So you just have to get your data, or what you can do is you can create a common data layer and just separate the UI layer for your tvOS. You will just use the same data model, same data layer for your TV application also. Okay, yeah, that's a great suggestion. Thank you, Bagwa Billah. Thank you for your suggestion. I will definitely do this thing. Okay, so I hope you got this thing, and you can just reuse your mobile application data layer and just create a separate UR for your TV, and everything will work. So that is it for today, and I hope you enjoyed something. KMP from docs. Yes, I mean from the sample applications that are already available on GitHub. So I saw them, I went through their implementation, I learned from them, and docs are right now pretty much unstable, I will say. They are not pretty well defined. So we have to learn from the project itself. We have to explore, we have to create our own projects. That's how you will learn. I will not say I am very comfortable with KMP, but yeah, next video will be in KMP because I have also installed Mac OS in my Windows application. So Xcode will work, and you will get a KMP video next. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.